you beautiful creatures, how the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer, that's a cone. Lucifer, as my friends like to call me, by my friends, I mean my ever-growing army of demons.
There's roadworks everywhere.
There's roadworks everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, we nearly ran over a cone. We're on our way to Horrorcon, woohoo! I'm not alone, I'm with this guy, the G.
Naturally.
The man, the chicken legend, the demon consort, otherwise known as Gareth.
Hello.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? We're sorry, this is really unhinged. Shut up. We are going to Horrorcon. This is big excite. I'll tell you for why, because we like horror.
If you couldn't tell already.
If you couldn't tell already. Yeah, so Horrorcon, we are going to see Griffin Dunn. We are going to see the Grimm Life Collective.
Whoop whoop.
Finally, the Wish version meet the genuine article. Isn't that exciting for you?
Or could we be Grimm Life Collective UK branch?
Funny. It's like a bank, innit?
Yeah.
Who else are we meeting today?
That's it for you, but then I'm going to try and meet Kane Hodder.
You want to meet Kane?
Yes.
You want to meet Kane. So, today, yes, we are at the
Magna Science Centre.
Magna Science Centre in Sheffield.
Or Rotherham. It's right in the middle of, it was right in the middle of the two.
That place. Plenty of parking most of the time.
For free.
For free. Yeah, so we are here for 10:17. We're general admissions today, so we should be getting in for 11 o'clock. But we always say it's good to get in early, just so then you can get in early. Yeah. We're gonna have a good day. We're also gonna do some wedding shopping as well. Very, very exciting because, as you guys know, our wedding is horror themed, so we're hoping to pick up a few bits and pieces. So join us. We hope you have a horrible time in the best possible way. It feels like we never left, feels like it was 5 minutes ago. Last year, we met the Cenobites. You should check that out. That was fun. I was emotionally damaged for most of the day, but it was fun. I was chaperoning the parents around. But this is the Magna Centre. It's very well themed. It always gives me Jeepers Creepers vibes. I always feel like the creeper is literally looming somewhere. If he could not today, that'd be awesome.
Isn't there, there's a film where they used an old refinery. The final act takes place, I can't remember what it was.
Well, there's multiple.
Yeah.
You've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you've got Tucker and Dale versus Evil. You've got quite a few, really.
Yeah.
And we are in Wahoo! Already we've got some stalls going on. I think one of the things I love about this convention so much is a lot of it's spread out. Oh, this is different.
Talks are in there.
Oh, we're going through the cafe this time. And to be fair, they have got banging chips. Not complaining. Sorry, you've literally come to this channel for informative stuff, and here I am harping on about how good the chips are. Like, yeah, 10 out of 10, banging chips. Banging chips. Let's go, here we go. Got official merchandise. The t-shirts are usually £20.
Photo ops are upstairs this year.
Yeah.
Photo ops are up there.
Awesome, awesome sauces. We're not used to coming this way, so we're a little bit... No! You did that yourself. He was like, I know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going.
I can't.
Don't worry, we'll do a full tour for you. Please don't worry. They do change it every now and again, so we'll see. Getting body paints as well. Cabinet of Curiosities. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm curious. Now we're going to the big hall. Very exciting. Oh, this store's back. I love their earrings. They're so good. I will be back. And it always smells like popcorn. Always smells so good. So good. Some cosplayers getting the photos. That's sick. That's awesome. Here we go. Let's go. Here we are. We're back again. Awesome. Amazing.
Wedding decorations.
Yes, today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hiya. How are you? Hiya.
Sorry mate, go on. Sorry. I didn't see you for a second. You came on here all weekend.
We'll just say it would look quite good. Look quite good.
Jawlines.
Yeah. Looking hot today. Looking very
Feeling
hot today.
hot. It's a bit warm.
We might wander. Let's have a wander. Let's have a move.
Yeah,
I think. Yes. Tell you what, we'll go over there. Let's do the thing. So you'll notice it's dead. This is dead.
I've done a panning shot.
This is dead compared to what it was like.
This is lovely.
This is nice. More of this, please. So everything kind of happened all at once, and I can only apologise once again that we didn't do an update of going through the queues. Gareth got some B-roll of it, which is fine. So we've literally met Griffin Dunn and the Grimm. Oh, we'll go with Griffin Dunn first. So Griffin Dunn is so lovely. He's such a lovely man. I love him to bits. And I told him the story. So when I was 7, my mum introduced me to American Wealth in London. Sorry, just changed location. Spoke to a lovely lad. Yes, good times. Awesome. Rocking, rolling.
Hang on, I'm just going to squat here and just stare at Dean. Staring
Just
at Dean.
stare him out.
Just stare at Dean while we're filming.
No, that's not right. So, hot tip. Don't squat in the middle of a convention. Don't squat in the middle of a convention and stare somebody out until they notice you.
Oh, he
That's
noticed.
weird.
He noticed.
You're weird.
Yes.
Anyway, continuing my story. So yeah, and then I basically like revisited American Wealth in London when I was about 12. So when I was a little bit older, and honestly, it's one of my favourite movies of all time, next to Evil Dead 2. It's my favourite werewolf movie. It is fantastic. I love that film to pieces. My next tattoo is going to be an American. No, it's Dog Soldiers, and then my big one on my arm is going to be American Wealth in London. Very excited for that. So we met Griffin Dunn.
Yes.
Before that, we met the Grimm Life Collective. So basically, your dreams have come true. We finally met them. I'll post the photo here.
We're on speaking terms.
Yes, we are on speaking terms. And honestly, we had such a good chat. It was so freaking good. So I made them a pair of bats, which I'll show you here. Gareth made them a gorgeous, like, painting. There we go. Sorry, didn't know what the word was. Idiot, stupid. So he made them a gorgeous spray painting, and they were just so over the moon. Like, they were literally fawning over us. Like, we had like hugs and all sorts. And then we just like got chatting in general. So we were chatting about like YouTube algorithms, you know, talking about like filming and what to film, and it was really nice because it was nice to speak to like-minded people who got it. They absolutely got it, and it's because of them that we do what we do. So, you know, we basically said that, like, a lot of people come up to us and say, thank you so much for helping us, and we're like, yeah, but they helped us.
Yeah.
So it's just been a gorgeous like cycle of helping each other, and they were so lovely, and hopefully we'll be able to go over and chat to them a little bit later, and it's just, yeah, really, really awesome. Thoughts?
The screaming German zombie is over there.
Yes.
But no, the Grimm Life Collective, absolutely amazing. Michael and Jessica, if you could ever meet them. And also, if you guys are watching this video, thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, I literally said to them, you've done more for us than we could ever do for you, so thank you. Moving on to Comic-Con vibes, Horrorcon vibes in general. So if I show you, this is Sunday.
At 11:45.
At 11:45. We've been told it is dead. It is absolutely dead. At the start of the queues, as you'll see, they've got all the information you need. So they've got autograph price, they've got selfie price, they've got combo price. They've got a few other things, but I can't really see because I'm wearing my lenses.
Schedules.
Time schedules, there we go. So we actually said at our first one that doing that was amazing. And then we noticed it at Monopoly events.
Yeah, because Monopoly didn't do it initially,
Yeah.
but then when we mentioned it, they started doing it.
But Neil also does come here as well.
He does, yeah.
So that, amazing, 100%, absolutely amazing. I also want to do a shout out, 100%, as I always do, to the people at the front of the queues, the
Ian,
volunteers,
Mike,
Ian,
Kerry.
Mike, Kerry, Claire. Honestly, everybody
Love to
is
see Mike.
so helpful, so helpful. So if you ever have any questions and you notice Captain Spaulding,
Normally she's Kathy Bates, but
yeah. But
Kerry's
Kerry's not very well at the moment, bless
love
her.
you,
So
Kerry.
send her lots of love, send her lots of love. Yeah, so they will absolutely help you 100%. They helped us so much at our first convention. We got to speak in terms with them. We were like really good friends with them now. They're actually coming to the wedding, which is so exciting. So all of that is amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The only feedback and criticism I would have is the paying situation. What I mean by that is you can only pay cash at the moment
for guests.
for guests. So we had an issue where I really wanted a combo for the Grimm Life Collective.
Because they don't advertise the combos until you get here.
Yes, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
They don't advertise the selfies either. I think that's the same with Monopoly, to be fair.
Same, yeah, Monopoly.
Yeah.
Monopoly only show you the autographs and the photo ops.
So yeah, that basically happened, and they'd raised their prices. I think there was something going on, like there was a situation. I don't know anything about it, but because of that they raised the prices, and because of that I then couldn't get my photo with Griffin done.
You nearly
But
couldn't get your
I
autograph.
also couldn't get my autograph with him because they.
So I helped.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
You can get me KFC later.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, so that's my only criticism about it. I think if they had like an ATM machine, or if they had like card readers.
Whenever you go to like a festival, like Download or Bloodstock, they've got these portable ATM machines.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yeah.
So our Captain Spaulding's coming up now.
Hiya, you're right. It's Captain Spaulding. Having a moment. Be right back. We got intercepted by Captain Spaulding and now we're in the Kane Hodder line. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. It's always exciting. It's always exciting when things happen out of the blue, isn't it?
Yes.
Who are you going?
Kane Hodder.
Are you excited?
Yes.
You did good.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. To continue.
To continue, we had a lovely chat with Mike.
Sorry. Please continue.
We had a lovely chat with Mike. It's always the good thing with these conventions is you make friends for life.
Yeah, man.
And we loved seeing everyone again. Mike, Kerry, Ian.
I would kill for these people.
We had to see Baz. I haven't seen Baz.
Yeah, we need to find Baz. He's usually dressed up as the Predator, not a predator,
the
like
Predator.
you say.
And what he says. But we've spotted Tina from a distance. We've seen John.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it doesn't. Like going back to the pay thing. Festivals hire ATM machines. Wouldn't be that much of an issue, I don't think, to have an ATM machine outside.
I think it's worrying because some people are literally getting the cards out as we speak, and it's like, yeah, no, they don't do it. So I don't know how they're going to pay.
No.
It's a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Whereas like traders, they have cards.
Yeah, they have card readers.
I think what it is, it could be like what's going on with the Monopoly events. That excuse me. With Monopoly events, that all the funds go, if it's pay on the day, all the funds go to the guest.
Yes.
So I think that's what it is here.
Yes.
But obviously, cash is a dying art. It's a dying currency.
Yes. So not a lot of people have it. Right. Gareth's going to go and meet Kane Hodder. It's very exciting. See you in a sec.
So it's, you know, yeah. Well, you got a little bit of dark casters
Okay, so we are at Mad About Horror, and we have got some of our wedding decorations already. Very exciting. No, it's quite all right. Everybody's welcome in the Loucifer channel. But honestly, props, dolls, weapons, anything. Yes, go to Mad About Horror. Sorry, no, thank you.
Hey, you got any dating tips for a guy with no body and nothing to lose?
Log.
It's the Sam Raimi that what a t-shirt that does it for me. Said, no, I'm alright, sir. Oh no, I'm going to spend so much money today. What a shame. Crazy. I love him so much. I feel like he would be terrified of his life. Honestly, after you brought out what we do in the shadows stuff, I was like, this is the best day of my life. You said it's fine, it's okay. I will live in this short.
I don't know what I did to top put in here, but I'll show you.
Yeah.
I went into mummy stage.
It's because you guys are trustworthy, that's it. You're like a staple. Alright, so a lot of things have changed this year. We have literally got, usually they have a poster like this to show you where you're going, what you're doing. So for example, we are literally in this section now, near the hall. Takes you to the big hall, Cabinet of Curiosities, very excited about that. Oh, Midland, represent, body paint. Mini Black Market, very good. We've literally just come from there. We'll show you our haul later because we've actually got a haul this time. Shows you the restaurant and the toilets. It also shows you where the photo shoots are. They are all together. And the Phoenix Room, which has got the short film screenings, which is free entry, and that is all down there. We are going to the talks. Oh, it's very quiet.
Since you're from Stockholm, I have to ask, are you a big fan of female Grimm?
Hello, hello, hello. I am wonky.
What did
Helena Bonham Carter always told me to be wonky. Important life message.
Yes.
We are now waiting for one of the talks. The Omen is also playing as well, so I'm going to have to be very careful about music. Yeah, so this is literally the setup for the talks. What do you think about the setup?
I like it.
Explain.
So last year, well, the past 2 years we've been, it's been sandwiched at the back of where the traders are, so it's like curtained off and it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
What they've done this year is they've moved this into here and then added more traders. So I think it's better. This is a better space. Like all it was last year was random actors walking around. It was dark and yeah, so random actors walking around. It was dark. Music, lights. That was it. Whereas it's your tune. Whereas using this as a talk space is much better.
We've actually never done a talk here before either, so this is going to be a very interesting experience.
Because we've normally been stood in queues.
It's true, it's very true. So this will be very interesting for us, very interesting for you. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the acoustics in this room? Oh my gosh, listening to the Shining soundtrack is amazing. Just listen to that. Oh my god, awesome.
He was a really fine actor, classic movie, so we made a lot of noise, but if you go.
Woo!
Prior to the film, we had time to get to know each other prior to the film, because the chemistry that we talk about in the movie is so on the ball. It's believable and credible, and the dialogue's authentic, and the friendship is authentic, right from the get-go. And yet, you didn't meet until the very first day of work together, did you?
No, we didn't, and you know, I think that's just sort of the sort of instinctual brilliance of John Landis, because I hadn't done anything that he would have seen as an actor before either, for John Landis to have seen. And as far as I know, he wouldn't have seen anything of David's besides a Dr. Pepper commercial. But for whatever reason, he thought the two of us were a good match.
Fairly disappointed. Stick to the script, guys.
He's very, very enthusiastic and kind of silly and is so full of energy. He's the loudest one on the set. And he's so gutless in his direction that, you know, if you try something and it's truly terrible, he'll go, "Oh my God, that's awful. Just do it again." And normally that would break the impression. It's hard, but you just laugh. And, you know, you try a different way. And you know, certain little improv lines would come out of my mouth. Then at the end of the film, they were just, I wasn't planning it, just threw a line out. And he didn't say not to do it, and they ended up in the movie. So he was very kind of
Having read the script, did it match what the script suggested?
Yeah, it did. I mean, you know, I wouldn't know what the special effects or, you know, what my makeup would look like until Rick Baker put it on my face. So I didn't anticipate what I would look like. But as far as like the humor and horror and the combination of it, it was just what I had hoped it would be. And when I read the part, I actually preferred Jack over the werewolf, even though he was the sort of main star of it. And it just sort of, I felt so right for me. It had my sort of, the way I talked and my sense of humor. Just across my face. It was very unsettling for me to see the first time when I was in Los Angeles for the makeup test. It was like being alive, but watching yourself in the mirror. as what you would look like if you were violently murdered. It was a very odd feeling. The second one was, the decomposition of the body. And there was a lot more prosthetics, but still not as intricate as the first one. And, What?
The second one wasn't as intricate as the first?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, the prosthetics were bigger pieces. And it just was less, it was more durable than the first one, if you know what I mean. And then the third one, which, while I read the script, I just assumed I would be the third one. Even though I'd seen drawings and, my eyeball was exposed.
More cadaverous, isn't it, the third one? It's more cadaverous.
Yeah, it's completely a total rotting corpse, I think somebody calls me. And then I was told, actually, you're not doing that. You're just, in post, you'll do the voice of it. And it's just a robot. And I don't even think they expected me to come to set. And I was very threatened by this robot. And I said, well, I want to play then at least let me control the robot. The dummy, whatever I called it. And so I did. I was behind, and, it was designed by the people who made the Muppets, and I'm there in this, and I'm controlling it, and I'm making my mouth. I'm speaking when I speak. I'm making the mouth move with these handles, and it was great. I think it was a really fun day, and I didn't have to get makeup, and I ended up really quite loving the little puppet.
So you didn't get to take it home? You didn't try to steal it?
No, I wanted to make love to it at home. They wouldn't let me.
Whatever happens at home stays at home.
Exactly. It turned out to be quite a very kind of powerful insight into playing the scene in the hospital, of just feeling very lonely and haunted, and hitting a very darker tone.
So in a way it helped with
it helped enormously. I didn't even think while I was looking at myself that would be the case, but once I was in the makeup for sure for actual shooting, which was about a month later, that feeling came back, and I went, oh, that's actually great. This is what it would really feel like.
Thank you.
Hi, David!
Oh my god. First of all, I think a lot of people can agree with me when I say American Werewolf is one of the most influential werewolf movies in history. Did you have an inkling about how much of an impact it would have on movies in regards to werewolves, like the influence it would have, and looking at werewolf movies now, can you see that? Yeah.
I think when we finished the movie, when it was prepared, when we saw it in previews, we thought it would be a huge hit. We thought it was, he'd just come off a huge hit making Animal House, which was a comedy, and we saw that he could blend humor and horror in the same movie, which we thought was a brilliant idea. And we were sure it was going to be a huge movie, box office wise, and be influential in the genre itself. We couldn't have been more wrong. The critics were confounded, some outright angry, that we would dare have jokes in a horror movie. It wasn't until Ghostbusters came out that they went, isn't this brilliant? They're using humor to make horror. Oh, they're so clever. Which was annoying. So we actually, we were disappointed. So we didn't anticipate that I'd be sitting here now, that John would be, that there'd be people like you who feel so strongly about the movie, which is just such a delight. So many people who, when I come to conventions, talk about this being the very first horror movie they ever saw, and they weren't even born when it was being made, the majority of people, and how they, you know, saw it when they were 7 or 8, were traumatized but never forgot it, became, you know, horror movie buffs, and that this is at the top of their list of their favorite movies. None of us ever predicted that, which is why I like coming to these things. And it's lovely to see another life at this picture. And I want to thank you all for all the lovely things you've been saying to me this week.
Can I follow up on that? It's a really interesting question. I wanted to ask, when you watch yourself on the screen, can you be dispassionate about your performance? If you're Griffin the punter, as opposed to Griffin the actor, and do you enjoy your performance in American Werewolf? Is that an unfair question?
Yeah, no, I usually have mixed feelings. I probably have liked, of the things I've done, I probably liked half of what I've done that I can look at and just go, there are many things where I do it and I don't need to look at it anymore. I kind of don't want to see certain fallibilities. But this is one of those movies where I actually look and I at my 23-year-old self, or 22, whatever it was, I go, my God, I was very good in that movie. I was very kind of natural and funny, sad. And, you know, as I got older, and I'm now in my 60s, that's become sort of my, unintentionally, my sort of style, like being able to be funny and then sad, funny, sad, this kind of Jacobian kind of thing. But it started when I was like 22, 23.
Rick Baker, he said that you broke the head, then he had to go replace it, and then he basically had to hump. So on the next take, he said he pretty went for it on you.
Rick did? I don't remember that at all. No, I was, you know, it was a guy with his head in a wolf mask on a wheelbarrow with 2 fur claws, and the wheelbarrow driver would drive the wolf's head into me. It was a very tight shot, and I was dying, and you know, so I fought back at it, you know, which is part of the scene. But I remember him. I don't really remember the teeth or the thing was. I just remember the wheelbarrow, the man in the mask attacking me.
The wheelbarrow werewolf.
Are now going to food because we are very, very hungry. Ooh. And it's cleared out very nicely. So, recommendations, it is past 3 now. Yeah, it's past 3 now. Come past 3 because it is very quiet. And the photo ops are just over there. The great struggle of 2024.
I did it.
Gareth trying to open a can of water. Are you sure?
And then I've got to slide it, apparently.
Why has it got instructions?
Oh no, I slide it to...
Why has it got instructions?
Because I slide it and then...
Jesus Christ, you just wanted some water. Okay then, we have literally got some snacks because we are hungry. I got cheese, chips and beans because why not? And Gareth got some chips and a sausage roll.
In gravy.
And gravy. Whoa. This pretty much cost us, I think all this together for me cost £12, which is fine.
This was £8.
And that was £8.
It's not bad.
So compared to other conventions, the convention food here is very well priced, and I have got a lot as well. I think it's because I made them laugh, but you know, funny. And one day we'll be getting that.
As a wedding gift.
Yeah!
That's going to be on your registry. Yes! You're like, and I would.
Get the name in. Lovely. No, don't worry about it, honestly. I'll take one of the business cards as well.
Yeah, thank you. What's your channel?
It's
Black garlic one. Teared up, foaming lava.
You've done that yourself.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I have.
But that's what it's all about.
Exactly. There's just no point to it, is there, at the end of the day? And
We just, like, today it's been brilliant. Straight and safe. Yeah.
do you need assistance?
Some people just do it, don't they? They'll just go.
Yeah, no. Big no. It's, I think it's always polite and, you know. And we are done. We literally went to speak to the Grimm Life Collective a few minutes ago. Then we did a little bit of a shopping haul. And now we're getting ready to go home. We will tell you our final thoughts after we've had some food. Okay, bye.
I'm a bad guy now, apparently.
So here's the thing, we've literally just got home and we get out the car and there's this beautiful black cat just outside. You can probably hear him now. He's got a collar on, but we've never seen him before. And he's sat on our window ledge. And I think this is a sign that I should become a cat mum.
But we're not allowed to have animals.
I'm so emotional. We're back. We're back. We're tired, but we're fine. Had a really good time.
Very good.
Really sad. Yeah, no. Seriously though,
I think being next to it has actually set my allergies off, you know.
But you're not allergic to cats.
It's not been confirmed or denied.
Well, now I'm depressed. Yeah, so thoughts.
Very good. A very good day.
Yeah.
Much improved from last year.
Best bits?
Best bits, Grimm Life Collective.
That was so
That's what I went in the bag.
That was so cool. Yeah, so Grimm Life Collective were absolutely amazing. Sorry we didn't like film any of it. It's just because we were having really good chats and, you know, we're not the kind of people who want to... That's mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's mine.
Yeah. We're not the kind of people that like shove cameras in other people's faces, and you know, if we're having a good conversation we will just turn the camera off and we'll chat. So yeah, they were honestly awesome, and then we ended up going back to them at the end of the day, and yeah, we had really good banter. It was awesome. So many people have said like, oh my god, it's so exciting that we've managed to finally speak to them. And yeah, hopefully we get to do it a lot more in the future, but we'll see. Griffin done. Amazing. So cool. Such a nice man as well. Such a nice man.
Q&A was great as well.
The Q&A was brilliant. It was absolutely awesome. Yeah, you then went and met Kane Hodder.
Yes.
Who was also awesome. Commented on your loud voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to project.
He does like to project. Also want to do a massive shout out to the handlers. Go for it.
Right.
Drop the names. He's literally like looking for everybody.
Yeah.
Sticks. Ian. Sticks is my favourite.
We love it. We love it.
I love him to pieces. Mike. Kerry. Thank you. Sarah, yes, thank you. Everybody who just made it absolutely awesome. Like, they have so much of a passion. I'm so sorry. I'm literally like, because half of me is like still upset about the cat. Honestly, without them, the convention just, it would not flow as well as it did. They were so informative. They do it for the fans because they are fans, so they get it 100%. They absolutely rock it every single year. Kerry especially, because her arm is literally in a cast. She's just had shoulder surgery, so crazy lady, very crazy. Yeah, so they were absolutely amazing. Like, you're always in good hands with them if you ever need anything, or if you need some advice, or if you need any...
And Jabe as well.
And Jabe, yeah. Awesome. Like, there's been so many people that we've spoken to today who have just made our day so much easier and so much nicer. The guys, zombie guys who dressed up, we will be seeing at Doncaster Fear Factory.
You would have seen them in the Doncaster Fear Factory vlog.
Yeah,
and you've seen them before in these vlogs.
Yeah. Who else? Evander.
Yeah.
Amazing guy, lovely guy. He also does his own YouTube channel. He's called Slayer Reviews, so please go and check him out. We met his family today, which was awesome. We practically feel like we're a part of the family now. But honestly, he's such a lovely lad. He's been through a lot and he's just so wonderful. His personality, his attitude is infectious, and he's just his enthusiasm is wonderful. Thank you to everybody who came and said hello to us. We really appreciate it. You know, like, you make it for us. You really make it for us.
Team Roguemeister.
Yeah. They again every time we see them, they just put the biggest smiles on our faces, and we love them to bits. We really do. Okie dokie. So
we actually have a haul.
We did a lot of shopping. So as you guys know, next year we're getting married. I know. Finally. A lot of you have been saying finally.
Don't mind me, I'm getting...
Christ. Yeah, so we're getting married next year. So we've actually used this shopping trip, this convention trip, as... I'm looking to see if the cat's still there. No, he's gone. Okay, I feel less bad now. Yeah, so...
Excuse me.
You're right. We actually use this convention trip to get some stuff for the wedding. We have multiple people to thank for different bits and bobs that we've managed to collect. So we will start from the beginning. In the first day, God created the earth. No, I'm joking. So we have got Mad About Horror. Now, Mad About Horror are amazing because they specialise in prop replicas, they specialise in weapons, they specialise in like dolls.
They stock Trick or Treat Studios. They're the official stockist of Trick or Treat Studios in the UK.
Yeah, so if you're looking for like masks, apparel, props, costume bits, board games as well,
figures.
Yeah. So we obviously got these. So our main table for me, Gareth, and our parents is going to be the Halloween table. So we've got the knife, and then for the treats table I'm going to do a pumpkin, and it's going to have a Sam's lollipop in it. So that's going to be what that is.
Always check your candy.
Awesome sauces. Right, next let's move on.
Huge shout out Trick or Treat Bakery.
Go on, take the helm.
These are absolutely amazing. Right.
And they taste so good as well.
They're so good. And you can order them from home.
Yeah, you can. I actually ordered you something for Valentine's Day.
Dark the Clown one.
Very good.
That's the Mad About Horror stuff behind me.
What about Bleeding Marvellous? So I was going to get some makeup. However, I then saw this absolutely gorgeous piece. Hang on, let me take it out of the packaging. That was me, by the way. It wasn't a tea. So this is my new lunchbox for work. I'm very excited. It's so good. This only cost me £15 as well. That is madness. That is absolute madness. They are also going to be, they will be advertising Creature Cosmetics as well. So they are basically a horror makeup brand. They've done Terrifier, they've done Evil Dead, they've done Reanimator, they've done...
Vampire. Well, they're doing Vampire.
Yeah, with Bela Lugosi, and they have also done Sleepaway Camp as well, and I will be purchasing from them because I want to buy everything. But yeah, awesome. Right, okie dokie then. So then we are moving on. So I actually looked at this lady's jewellery, and honest to God, so her name is Black Raven Craft, and I don't know if you can see, but we've got a little... Michael.
It would be better if you do that.
What doing?
Let's look at the screen.
Oh, right, there we go. Yeah, so we've got a little Michael Myers, and then we have got, let's see if I can find him. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at this. I'm currently in mourning. And then we've got Billy. Yeah, there he is. And these, for 2 pairs, cost me £5. So that is Black Ravencraft. She was so nice, so lovely. Please go and check her out. We're potentially looking at her for some jewellery for the wedding, but we'll see. There we go. Okie dokie. Next.
So while Lou was buying those, I went to
ignore
explore.
The state of our house. Oh my god.
Yeah. Cinecrypt.
Yes.
Now they convert, well they don't convert, but they make graphic novels out of classic films. And I knew Lou would like this one, so I showed her, and then I picked it up to show her, and then the next thing I know, boop!
Listen, I just love my stuff. Oh no, the cat's crying again. Oh. Okay.
The legend of it, that is Vincent Price. But this is the whole film.
Yeah, it is. And it's one of my favourite Vincent Price movies as well, honestly. And the artwork is beautiful. So good. Yeah.
I just love that scene.
You just find it funny.
I find it hilarious.
It's cinematic genius.
Like that.
That's awesome. So cool. So cool. So yeah, fully recommend it. £8 as well.
Yeah, only £8
for the whole thing. £8. Please go and check him out because his work is awesome. He's trying to do a few different things. So he's doing like H.P. Lovecraft, but he's also having to be wary of rights and so on and so forth. Awesome. Right. What's next?
Your big one.
Baby. Okie dokie. So next we have got Dead Cats Club. Now I will say this for something. Dead Cats Club, I've recently started buying from them, and by recent I mean last year. So I actually bought the Halloween dungarees with Michael Myers all over them, and honestly every single time I wear them people ask me where I get them from. I also got the What We Do in the Shadows shorts. These are so soft, honestly, to wear to a convention. They are perfect. They're breathable, like the Chafe Demon is well and truly hidden away. It's been amazing. So I really wanted to get one of the jackets from the Witch series they did. However, they've literally sold out. So instead, I managed to get one of the jumpers instead. And guys, let me tell you, that is incredible. That is so good. What's that like to live deliciously? Oh my gosh. And then the sides as well. The design. Absolutely beautiful. The quality of these items, I cannot stress enough how amazing these are. Between these and Hell on Shirts, like we live in these two clothing brands. More so Gareth for Hell on Shirts, me more Dead Cats Club. But since we found them, we've been obsessed. And hopefully they're bringing out another range. So touch wood, you know, they're going to bring out something really cool. Okay, let's see what we have got next. Honestly, I think that's about it. I got a few little pieces for Gareth because it's going to be his birthday very soon, but he doesn't need to know that.
I do.
Well, you don't. So I think I want to give one more shout out to Twisted Miniatures. So that is the company that Tina does, and she is from the Shore with Tina and Baz. They basically feature in a lot of our videos. They're amazing. They're one of the reasons why we're doing this. Like, they really inspired us over lockdown. So she basically deals in miniature items, like haunted house items, like dollhouse, if you get what I mean. So like little chairs, little pieces of furniture, little figures, all sorts. So
and dioramas.
And dioramas as well. Like, she's done like a video store diorama and they were so popular. But honestly, if I could say anything, like, please check out Twisted Miniatures because she works really hard on everything she does. And yeah, amazing.
And we also want to give big shout outs to the guys at Shiver.
Yes.
We had lovely chats with those guys. The fact that they were talking to each other, asking, oh, are those press people going to be around again?
We're not pressed. We're not
But
pressed.
no, they're
we
lovely.
could be.
They're absolutely lovely. If you want to get into a horror RPG game, Shiver is your way to do it. And also to Pigeon Creek Studios and Carvictures as well, from up in Scotland. Their work is amazing.
Yes, we are hoping for the top table. So we want the pumpkin from Halloween, and then what they're going to do is they're going to carve Mr. and Mrs. Jones into the back of it with the date of our wedding. And then what we can do is we can have that as a decoration afterwards. So a lot of the stuff we are going to have in the wedding will be pumpkin themed, so it's just going to be nice to have pumpkins that will last forever rather than last about 2 weeks. I mean, the place will smell amazing. However, after that we'd have to deal with a million odd pumpkins, so you know, the fact that we can get something that will last forever, that will mean something to us, really looking forward to that. Special shout out to Pigeon Creek Studios.
Yeah.
I love her to pieces. I really, really do. It's fine. I've bought a lot from her recently. I've still got to do a Patreon giveaway, but some of the stuff in the Patreon giveaway is from Pigeon Creek Studios. She's the one who did the thumb drive, and it was a severed thumb.
You still have to take that to work.
I found it really funny. That's what it was. And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's over.
I know.
Already.
Highlight?
Oh, wow. Probably the Grimm Life Collective.
Yeah, they were amazing. If you happen to be watching this, we've said it earlier, thank you again,
Thank
you guys.
you.
You were amazing. Yeah, I'd say mine's Grimm Life Collective. Thing that could be worked on?
Yes, so we actually spoke about this earlier on in the vlog. They really need to potentially get an ATM machine or card readers when you're paying for your autographs. The vendors have them. You know, I don't know whether it's a tax situation. I've got no idea. I didn't pry. And when we speak to people at these conventions, we tend to speak to the people that work for the convention. So I will say to them, is there anything that you want us to say? Is there anything you don't want us to say? Just because a lot of the people that work there are our friends, and the last thing we want to do is get them in trouble, throw anybody under the bus. So I think it was just a generalised concern that some people didn't realise you couldn't pay with your card. So because of that, they'd be going up to the guests and be like, oh my God, I can't afford this.
I've travelled all this way and I can't pay for it.
Yeah, some people were telling us they had to go to Meadow Hall, Cash Point. And did it run out of money?
There was another one about 4 minutes down the road that ran out of money.
It ran out of money because that many people were going to it. So I always say this, hot tip, get money out before you go and then some.
We always go the day before.
Yeah. Don't get caught out.
Like we see if downloads, they have big blocks of portable cash points. There was like a stand outside that I don't think anyone used.
No.
We don't know what it was. But you can easily just put one of those blocks there.
Yeah.
Just you can hire them.
I think one of my other bits of feedback is, and it's nothing for the convention, just like as a hot tip for you guys, we missed quite a bit. We still miss quite a bit. There was like a oddities and curiosities. There was full body painting, and there were more vendors that we could have seen. So I think in the future, if the lineup's good, we may do the full weekend.
Yeah, we said that last year, but then obviously the wedding. I think another thing, I know you touched upon it, is that in the new venue for the talks. One, it's a great space. It's a better use of the space than it previously was.
Yeah.
It just lacked a little bit of atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I mean, like you said, it was a great space. The music was great, like the different soundtracks from different horror movies. That was brilliant. Deliverance was awesome. So good. Tubular Bells, again, so good. But I don't know. I think it did just lack a little bit of atmosphere. And whether that is a case of, rather than playing soundtracks, maybe get some, like, you know, rock music going on or something like that to, you know, build up the energy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just because it was in such a big space and it needed to establish itself a little bit more.
Yeah.
But how that looks, I don't know, because they didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I was speaking to Chris, who came with Kerry and Mike, and he was saying that it's so much better than what it used to be, because it was in the vendors hall, and it was like, you know, everyone was cramped into this hot space, everyone was absolutely sweltering, particularly for this time of year. So I don't know, it's not a critique on anybody or anything.
No.
I just think it'd be, you know, a little bit more atmosphere.
Get rid of the table.
Yes, so you might notice with the Griffin Dunn interview, so I started filming, but because I was sat on the other side of Gareth, I didn't get that many great shots, so Gareth then took over filming and he got some better shots, but it was because...
They had a pumpkin on a table.
Well, yeah, and you couldn't really see, and it was like high above, so you were kind of like, oh, okay then. So I think, I don't know, maybe just work with the space and see what's best.
Like the For Love of Horror Q&As are brilliant because there's no obstructions. They're all sat on the chairs. Sometimes they get up and walk around depending on who the guest is. But yeah, I don't think you need the table personally.
No,
you don't need the table.
No.
It acts like a barrier.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
still a good Q&A.
It was a brilliant Q&A.
Hats off to Tony Earnshaw who facilitated it.
He was brilliant. He was lovely. It was a really good time. Everybody was laughing. People were asking questions. I got to ask a question, which was awesome. Really, really cool. I was going to say one more thing.
Also, I want to do another shout out. Rock and Roll Suicide.
Yes.
See you at download.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what my last thing was. I can't remember. I'll probably put it in the comments. I'm really unsure.
Food?
No, the food was banging. 10.
Food, big improvement.
So good.
On where the photo ops were this time, big improvement because you're not having queues spilling out into the corridor.
We didn't use them personally, but from what the feedback was from everybody else, it was really, really good.
And you could tell because you could use that space for the sideshow things.
Yeah, so, no, it was awesome.
And again, like I said, no one's spilling out into the corridors.
No.
It's not becoming a hazard.
The corridors were not empty. That's what I was going to say. So you might notice that on the vlog, a lot of the space is empty, and that's because it was nowhere near as busy as it was
yesterday.
The previous day.
Yeah.
And whilst that was all well and good, and people were like, oh, this is brilliant, you've also got to look at it from the vendor's perspective, from the organisers' perspective, that it might not have been as good for business. So whilst it was great because there weren't that many people around, it kind of sucked a little bit because it was like, oh, you know, this could have been bigger. But on the flip side, it was a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You were damned if you did and you were damned if you didn't.
Yeah.
It was great because it was really hot. Like, you know, we had plenty of space to walk around. You weren't shoulder to shoulder, but at the same time, you know, not many people turned up.
No. But it's what Baz was saying, that Tina made her money back on the stall yesterday, and then everything she sold today was profit.
But you've got to look at stalls that have literally been there for the first time and haven't established themselves.
True.
So it's looking at it from different perspectives. So I think
it was Tina's first time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, Tina's first time.
So I think my feedback, my takeaway from that is, if you notice that a stall is looking a bit lonely, or, you know, the vendors are looking a bit disheartened,
go talk to them.
Go and say hello. Like, even if you don't buy anything, the fact that you went to say hello, you showed an interest, and you maybe got a business card and you showed it on your social medias, that could get them business.
Because it could also mean that you buy something later.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for me, I didn't have the money to go and get an autograph from Courtney Gaines, but I still went down and spoke to him about one of my favourite films growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And he really appreciated that. And me and Baz went to go meet Derek Mears again. We didn't get an autograph, but we wanted to thank him for what he was like For Love of Horror.
The horror scene is so important to so many people, whether it's guests, vendors, whatever. Punters. Just show your support. You know, there have been so many businesses within the last year that have had to close down because nobody's paid any attention. I know there's a cost of living crisis going on. I get it 100%, but even just saying hello, turning up, advertising really, really helps. But yeah, awesome day.
Awesome. Want to also shout out Dean.
Yes, Dean of the Sauce. Dean of the Sauce.
Neil, we managed to get a good chat with Neil.
Yeah, we love Neil. Neil's a great guy. Always makes me chuckle.
If ever you see For Love of Horror Live with Neil and Ben on Facebook or
always
Instagram,
check it out.
Check it out because it's a good laugh.
It's
always a good laugh.
Yeah. And finally,
Hell on shirts.
Yeah, Hell on shirts as well. Yeah.
I'm still banned from buying anything by this.
Thank you for keeping my secret, much appreciated. But I just want to say, lastly, a massive thank you to the organisers. It was a lovely convention, really good vibe. Everybody had a great time, so thank you so much for making an awesome convention.
And we can't wait for next year.
We can't wait for next year. So, what's next?
A week today. So on the 19th, Bruce Dickinson.
Very excited.
The lead singer of Iron Maiden on his solo tour.
Then what?
Ice Nine Kills. VIP.
And then what?
Then it's my birthday, so we'll do the watch along.
Yes.
And then download.
Yeah.
We might throw in an Alton Towers vlog in there somewhere.
So it's going to be a very music heavy month. So if that's your vibe, amazing. If not, I respect that. We'll try and get a few bits of horror in there as and when we can, but as you guys know, this is the darker side of life. So
the download toilets. That's horror. That's horror enough.
Christ. We are doing arena only, so it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we move.
Well,
so
unless Dean can smuggle us into the
I wish.
Dean, you know.
So, thank you so much for watching. Massive thank you to every single person who came and spoke to us, who watches the videos, who's commented, who's engaged with all of our socials. It's been amazing, so thank you so much. We are so close to 2k. I know I keep saying it, but we are so freaking close. So please consider watching, liking, subscribing. Sharing. We work really hard on these vlogs for you guys, to entertain you, to be informative,
to guide you,
murder you. No, that's just my little joke. They won't guide you. Bit of dungeon humour for you. Yeah, so thank you so much for all of your support. We just need to push it a little bit further. Awesome. Right, so we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember,
tomorrow's a new day.
See you later, guys. Bye.